Hey guys, in this video, let's connect to our Azure Storage account from C# code. Now, we will create a simple ASP.NET Core Web API project to connect to this Azure Storage account. So, we will create an API or method which will return the list of containers or which will add a new container, etc. So, basically, we will play around with container. So, as of now, in this video, we will work with container only. But then in our next video, we will work with blobs in a container. That is, we will try to get the list of blobs, we will try to delete the blob, etc. And now guys, obviously to connect to our Azure Storage account from our C# code, we will need access key or connection string. And we will also understand how we can retrieve this connection string from Azure portal. So now let's go to the Visual Studio. So guys, we are in Visual Studio and we are creating a new project. So here I will say ASP.NET Core Web API. Next, let's give name to our project. So I will say Azure Storage Service Demo. I will say next. Let's unselect this HTTPS and here I will say create. And guys, our project has been created. Now to connect to our Azure Storage account from this project, obviously we will need connection string. So let's first open this app settings.json and here let's add connection string. So I will say connection strings and here I will say my blob connection string, and of course now we need to provide connection string for our Azure Storage account. So let's go to the Azure portal and let's retrieve that. So guys, we are in Azure and let's open our storage account. Now on the left hand side, let's go down and guys, under security, can you see this access keys? So let's click on that. So basically guys, we have two keys available and we can use any one of them. So here now I will say show connection string. Let's copy this connection string. Let's paste it in app settings. Now guys, when we are working with Azure Storage account from our C# code, so mainly we need three classes only. That is this BlobServiceClient, BlobContainerClient and BlobClient. So first, BlobServiceClient. In simple words, it represents our entire Azure Storage account. Okay, and again, as you can guess, we can create this instance of BlobServiceClient using the connection string for our storage account. Okay, now using BlobServiceClient, we can create something called BlobContainerClient, and again, as you can guess, it will represent a container within our storage account. And then finally, using this BlobContainerClient, we can create something called BlobClient. And this BlobClient, it represents a blob, a single blob in a container. So I guess guys, this was quite simple and straightforward. And now let's go to the Visual Studio. So again guys, as we discussed, we will first need to create an instance of BlobServiceClient, that is this one. See this BlobServiceClient. So let's create an instance of this. So we will go to this program.cs file and guys, we will configure our BlobServiceClient in this program.cs. That is, now this BlobServiceClient, it will be available in the entire project. In simple words, we can inject the dependency for this BlobServiceClient. But for that, let's configure this BlobServiceClient. So here I will say builder.services.add singleton and we are configuring this, that is BlobServiceClient. So again guys, as you can guess, we are adding this as a singleton because we need only one instance of this BlobServiceClient throughout this project, right? As of now, it's showing an error. So let's install the required NuGet package and let's install this, that is azure.storage.blobs. And now here, if you see, we need to provide the connection string, that is connection string for our Azure Storage account. And where we have configured that, so let's go to this app settings. Let's copy this key, that is my blob connection string. So let's copy it and let's paste it over here. And now let's create our API where we will work with the containers. So I will right click on this controller. I will say add controller. MVC controller empty. I will say add. And here I will say container demo controller. I will say add. Now guys, in this controller, the first thing we need to inject the dependency for our blob service client, right? So for that I will say private read only blob service client underscore blob service client. And now let's inject this dependency through constructor. So here I will right click, I will say quick actions, I will say generate constructor, and let's say OK. Now guys, I will simply delete this method, that is index method, and I will add a meaningful API or meaningful method. Okay, so guys, I have added this method, and if you see, the API is container slash get containers, and as you can guess, it will return the list of all containers in the storage account. So I will say where containers list is equal to BlobServiceClient dot get blob containers. But guys, we need to retrieve the names of all the containers, right? So I will say where containers name list is equal to, I will say container list dot select, I will say x goes to x dot name, and here I will say to list. And now let's simply return this container name list. And if you go to Azure portal, and here if you click on containers, as of now we have only one container, so let's add one more. So I'll say my second container, and let's say create. And now we are back in Visual Studio. Let's add a debugger on line number 20, and let's run our project. And guys, you can see our API is running, that is container slash get containers, and our debugger has been hit. So here I will say next, I will say next, it looks like we have received the names of container. Let's see what is there in this variable. Yes, we can see 2 records, and yes, we can see the names of container. And now here I will say continue. So yes, our API is working, and it returns the list of containers. Now let's stop the execution. And now guys, let's add one more simple API which will create a new container. Okay, and now, and again guys, in the interest of the time, I will pause this video and I will add that simple API. Okay guys, so basically in this API what we will do is we will create a new container, and then we will return the updated list of all the containers. So basically as of now we have 2 containers, so we will create one more. So this API, it should return 3 containers. So here now I will say where new container is equal to, I will say my third container, and now I will say underscore blob service client dot create blob container, and to this let's provide this new container name. So basically guys, this code, it should create new container, and now we need to retrieve the latest updated list of container, right? So I will copy this code and let's simply paste it over here. And now I will add a debugger on this line number 33. So let's run our project. And guys, can you see our API is running and our debugger has been hit. So that means this third container, that is new container, must have been created. So here I will say continue, And yes, now we can see the 3 containers. So again guys, mainly there are 3 classes only, that is BlobServiceClient, BlobContainerClient, and then in our next video we will work with blobs, that is BlobClient. So that's it guys. Thanks for listening.